button blue. Sub if you new. Hey, what it do? Make the like button blue. Sub if you new.
Hello, salutations, what do? Sadot the Gamer, off do I get no vibes like scrub. Let's get it. Happy Saturday, Durag Nation. We are back for another and the final day of my Comic-Con coverage. Appreciate everyone hanging out. What's up, chat? What's up? I am live on YouTube and Twitch. Time to get hype. What's up, Z-Man Kid? Eastwood, No Cap. What's up, Blaze? What up, Gabe? Only hitting like if you give the Jean Grey dress option. Valid. I'll do one better. Appreciate you, No Cap. What's up? Any idea if Disney is buying Epic? Can Disney buy Epic? Is the question. I know they've invested some money into them. I don't know if they can actually buy them. Pretty sure they're not selling either. Not sure they necessarily want to. Disney's been kind of casual about the gaming thing. Like, they've been dipping their toes in the gaming. Like, they like the money they get from, you know, Marvel games going out and securing these licensing deals, but Disney got out of the gaming business a while ago. So far, they've been like content to just sit back and, you know, do the licensing thing. Most aggressive they gotten is with the Epic investment, which hasn't really produced anything yet. We'll see if the Disney Extraction shooter that's coming out this year does anything. There you go, Gabe. Smash that like button. Like, they already just invested like over $1 billion in Epic Games because they wanted to do some like meta slop and some other stuff, but they have like now they have like 3 Disney games, Disney licensed games coming out from Epic. The first one is the Extraction shooter that's supposed to come out in November of this year. Well, definitely not a good idea if they do that. but they weren't happy. Last I heard, they weren't even happy with like the schedule of, you know, the timetable of those Epic games that they're working on, the games that Epic is working on. So I doubt that, based on what their partnership has produced so far, Disney is in a hurry to buy Epic, especially with, you know, their issues lately, relatively. Doomsday is green and purple because it's secondary colors and the good guys are primary colors. That is a fun fact. Yeah, licensing is like free, is literally just like free money. You know, buying Epic, that's a assuming responsibility. Now, they could make the money. I mean, that's not the other question. Sure, Epic still makes a lot of money, but this is where Xbox ran into with the trouble with the Activision deal. Yeah, buying Activision Blizzard is going to produce a lot of money, but will you produce enough money every year to justify how much you paid for it? And so far, the answer is no, not enough. As you just saw, you know, Xbox lay off another 3,000 people. So that's what you also have to think when it comes to these big acquisitions. Could you? Maybe, yeah. Disney could put together the money. Should they? You know, probably not. You know, what makes more sense? Spending tens of billions of dollars to acquire Epic and hope that it produces some money to justify to your shareholders, or just giving Epic the license to make some Disney games and then sitting back and collecting the profits. Like, you know, it's like you gotta weigh the risk. This does a durag. Yeah, this is I had to get an emergency durag. I didn't have any black ones. I didn't have any clean black ones left. Yeah, they also have not done a great job managing IP. You know, Marvel. Overall, I'd say they did it. You could give them a W on the Marvel IP, though. You know, that one fell off a little bit. Star Wars definitely horribly mismanaged that IP. Speaking of which, why is Marvel having trouble? They're not having trouble at all. That's the thing with the license thing. Marvel has no involvement beyond, you know, harassing these studios to make sure that, you know, they're respecting their IP and following the rules. But when it comes to the actual development, they have nothing to do with it. They just sit back. They're just like, okay, this is what you're allowed to use. You know, yeah, yes or no. We approve of this, yes or no. But they have nothing to do with the actual development. The studios handle all the development, and then Marvel takes their cut. What up, casual? Long live P-Wags. Long live casual. So yeah, Marvel 1943 is taking a long time because I actually covered this last month. Amy Hennig, they came out and said that they're working with a kind of a small team compared to, you know, what you typically get for a AAA game with their ambition. So it's taking longer, but they're just being patient, making sure everything is good. The Blade game, I mean, that's a product of Xbox mismanaging studios for all these years. Arcane was supposed to release Blade next year, but, you know, because of the new shift in Xbox, now they're independent and looking for a new investor. What up, Capte? Just saying, we barely get new third-party Marvel game updates or releases. We get them all the time, actually. That's what I've been seeing DC fans complain about. DC, they just released the trailer for the DC KO mobile game, and like my timeline was flooded. I even got some comments on YouTube from DC fans like, bro, where are the DC games? Like, what are they doing? Why are we getting a mobile game? Like, Marvel's like, because, you know, Marvel's releasing stuff all the time. like I don't know what you mean we're not getting third-party updates. Marvel Rivals was one of the biggest games to hit in the last 10 years. Gets literally updates every month. They're just about to drop the Age of Ultron PvE story mode next week with the Spider-Man Brand New Day tie-in skins. We're getting the Brand New Day Spider-Man update in Spider-Man 2. We got the Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls open beta right now. That's coming out next month. Wolverine's coming out in September. Like we've been getting flooded with Marvel games. Where are the DC games is the question. That's supposed to be Gambit Sam. Oh, and at the booth, yeah, it's a Cyclops. There's a Cyclops uniform, the new live action Cyclops. There is the Thor with the Stormbreaker. There's a Fantastic Four jumpsuit. The classic I think that's the Sam cap suit. And yeah, that's Channing Tatum's Gambit on the mannequin. Just get wish you go to Lions 4. Well, so Sneaky. The closest we got is another Marvel game that's coming out. Project Comet. That's it's basically Marvel Ultimate Alliance combined with like Genshin Impact or Withering Waves. It's like supposed to be the super ambitious new co-op Marvel game that kind of combines that too, like the big roster of Ultimate Alliance combined with like the open world elements and the gacha elements of Genshin Impact and Withering Waves. Yeah, it's supposed to be crazy. On 3 games specifically, yeah. Well, 3 games specifically is very different from us not saying we're not getting, Marvel game and updates. And we got updates on all those games. I mean, we know what's going on with the Blade game. That's an Xbox problem. Now Arcane is just waiting to get new investments so they can finish the game. Paramount is reinvesting. They dropped on a new studio. They're reinvesting more into gaming, and they promoted Amy Hennig, so they're looking to release Rise of Hydra potentially next year. Of course, we got Wolverine coming out. Somniac is also reportedly working on a Venom game that might come out next year. They're working on Spider-Man 3. EA is still working on the Iron Man game. We got Project Comet, which I just talked about. Very promising. There's a lot of great Marvel stuff in terms of gaming coming up, and DC fans are understandably feeling a little left behind. Yeah, Travis is always hating. That's nothing new. What's up, King? How you doing? To play Spider-Man 3. That's gonna be crazy. One thing about this Marvel movie is that we are seeing new characters people may not even know. So we are expanding. I mean, I definitely know there were some people who looked at the trailer and was like, who? Like, who's that? This definitely wasn't like the Infinity War trailer. You definitely had some. Who was that again? oh yeah. Yelena. That's I think that's Namor. What's that? That's M'Baku. Yeah. Oh yeah, the non-Chadwick Boseman Black Panther. Yeah. Yeah, they and then you had the nostalgia, like, oh yeah, it's Channing Tatum. Well, it's not even nostalgia, it's like, oh yeah, from Deadpool and Wolverine. And obviously the old original live action Cyclops and Mystique, and the usual Thor, Cap, Fantastic Four. Just doing the Togan Fire Souls beta. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm seeing a lot of people enjoying it. I was messing around with the story mode earlier. The story mode is actually really good. They could legit turn that into an anime. Usually fighting games kind of like neglect the story mode and just like focus on the fighting stuff. but Tokon's got, you know, the sauce with the combat and a like really good story mode. Like it's legit like a watching an anime mixed with a comic. I was just gonna hop on for a little bit, and I'm like there for like 20 minutes later, locked into the story of how just one team formed. Like you can pick different teams and get the backstory on how they came together. I was looking at the Spider-Man Star-Lord team, how they were coming together. Like they actually cooking on Tokon. I think that game's gonna hit. Mystique representing the Hood on Doomsday. For like that, yeah, I would go as far as to say they might want to do some reshoots just for Mystique's costume because it's really bad. Like that was my main objective. Like I thought the trailer was overall fine. Like I thought the coolest part was, you know, the X-Men stuff and the Doom. I think they did a great job with their live action Doom. Look, CGI is a little rough, not gonna lie, but other than that, I thought it was cool. Apart from like Mystique's costume is horrible. I don't know what they were cooking. Do you think Doom will fight Sentry? They're supposed to. That's like supposed to be a major plot point because they don't have anybody else to fight Doom. Captain bringing back Steve Rogers ain't going to do it. I think a big problem is that they announced games way too early. Actually, I don't think that's a problem at all. That's like a necessary part of the game industry. I think the actual problem with the game industry, mainly the AAA game industry, is that a lot of these companies have just gotten too inefficient. The budgets are expanding to the point where it's like negatively impacting their ability to make games. Like that's why you're seeing so many AA and indie success stories, because they kind of have more freedom. But you know, even that market is tough. But they have more freedom to work on passion projects. Whereas the AAA, when you're expanding so much and you know you're setting up your operations in California. Marty, appreciate the membership. You're expanding your studio and you're in these high price places like California, and you have like 500 to 1,000 people sometimes, and every day you're spending tens of thousands of dollars to maintain those people. So when you're spending so much money maintaining these big studios, it's like, okay, well, you literally can't afford your game not to be a hit. So what happens? They start looking at, okay, well, what game could make us the most money? All right, let's do live service. Let's try to put out sequels and remasters and big IP, stuff that we think is going to give us a return on our investment. Not necessarily what's a great game that players want, just what game is going to cover our increasingly large overhead. And I think that's like negatively affected the AAA industry, game industry, largely. We saw the disastrous live service push attempt by PlayStation under Jim Ryan that didn't go anywhere. But that, and we've seen how aggressive Ubisoft got with microtransactions, over the last decade, and there's a reason for that, because you have 20,000 employees. You gotta get a return on investment. Appreciate the flower money. Don't know if it's you, but licensing girls who act what? That's so random. We do a whole game next. No, if Insomniac made their next game Hulk, we wouldn't see it for like 5 years. We need their next game to be Venom. Then we need their next game to be after that to be Spider-Man 3. Then we need their next game after that to be X-Men related. Let EA do the Hulk game. Let them do Hulk after they do the Iron Man game. They got a 3-game Marvel deal over there still. Let them do it. Put out a Hulk game. Heck, let the developers that originally made Hulk Ultimate Destruction. I did videos in a while ago, but that original studio actually came back. Like they had went under, but they recently, I think it was last year, they reopened. They combined with a mobile developer so they could reopen. So they're looking to do some more games. Yeah, let them do the Hulk game. Let them do a modern Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Because the original Hulk Ultimate Destruction was gas. Let them do a new one now that they're back. Based on all the latest intel, Sony is still planning to release the PS6 in 2027. I don't think they should, but the RAM problem isn't going away. So I think they're content to just put it out there and just charge like over $1,000 for it. Would be interesting to make a Winter Soldier, Black Widow game. I do think like espionage like Marvel game would be cool. The one ensemble I got 2 Marvel games I've been pitching that I want to see. I want to see a Marvel Zombies game in the style of like Saber Interactive's game with the horde system. I actually want Saber Interactive specifically to make it. So it would be like Marvel Zombies in the style of Space Marine 2. You get like a cast of like 4 Marvel characters, and you got to survive the zombie apocalypse. You got a single player co-op campaign and like a 4-player multiplayer mode with horde stuff. Like I think that game will be fire. And then I want an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. game. Give me Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with like Widow, Hawkeye, Quake, and Nick Fury. That'd be gas. I'd be there for that. Appreciate the 5 stars for sending that. You're watching Winter Soldier. For fight scenes, make you want Rise of Hydra that's more on brand. Appreciate it. Yeah, we actually getting the Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier skin for Bucky next week in Rivals. That's going to be gas. I can't wait for that. You think they will talk about Doomsday? They're 100% talking about Doomsday at the Hall H panel. 100% they're going to be having some Doomsday stuff. You have to buy something? Nope. You have to buy tickets to see it live in person. But that's actually something Jay Shockblast, shout out to Jay, has been pitching. Because San Diego Comic-Con at this point is like the only con that doesn't allow live streaming during the panels. Like they have live streams at New York Comic-Con now. But San Diego Comic-Con always has the no live stream policy. And he was proposing like at very least like do like a pay-per-view thing. But yeah, they're so far they always stick to the you can record stuff, but you can't live stream it. You got to take pictures, take video, and then post it after the panel's over. Daredevil by Sifu. That seems like a slam dunk. Actually, I don't know if they should do Daredevil because they're a smaller team, and typically you don't want smaller teams trying to tackle a Marvel game because it's very expensive. And we already have Sifu. That's what mods are for. Yeah, I saw he showed me the picture. You do not look like how I pictured, Gabe. I was not expecting that. The timer is for the Marvel Hall H panel. Paramount delayed if there was no rejection. Yeah. The Paramount and Warner Brothers deal is delayed. They were as you know they were trying to buy Warner Bros for $100 billion. It's being delayed because of a court order. The deal is being sued. People are a lot of people are trying to stop the deal. There's been a lawsuit to stop the deal. So until it gets ruled on, the deal is on hold. It's not canceled. It's not actually canceled. It is on hold, pending the judge rule. Yeah, that's a good bad thing. No, I thought you would look I don't the Gabe I had pictured in my head because I told Jay this. You look like you're related to Jay. Like you like when I saw you two, I thought when he showed me the picture, I thought he had met up with his cousin. For some reason I pictured Gabe would look something like I thought in my head Gabe would look something more like Justin Long, the actor. Hey, you just look like a guy from Boston. Thought that the deal go through? I have no idea. Netflix is out, but I know Paramount is definitely trying to get this deal through. I actually mentioned this before, and I think in a stream because of how Disney the WB CEO Zaslav was talking about the deal, like it didn't matter to him whether it went through or not, because it's true. Like all this has done is raise the value of WB during the time when they were already like having a really good run, having these big companies bidding on them, like just further raise their value. And if the deal ends up not happening, Paramount has to pay them like $10 billion. So they kind of win either way. Either the deal goes through and Hunted Billy, the deal doesn't go through. Well, they get to keep the company and they get a free $10 billion. So they win either way. When they do Midnight Suns, you're the whole Punishers on the team. What John Bernthal will be. Yeah, I hope they still circle back and do like a Blade movie. Like Midnight Suns is cool. Obviously, gotta have Ghost Rider and Blade, or I don't want it. But Like the fact that they still haven't figured out a solo Blade movie all this time is really making me mad. Appreciate the 5. Hope Rise of Hydra soon. Definitely not soon, but I'm glad that we got the update on it from last month, and know that it's not being canceled and that they still believe in the game. That was the main thing I was concerned about. Like, what's the status? What's the hold up? And they answered all those questions. So we're just waiting again. 2027. It could be a Blade movie that features the Midnight Suns. I don't think it's going to be that. Knowing Disney, it's just going to be a team up movie. It's going to be Thunderbolts. It's going to be Suicide Squad. It's just going to be a team up movie, but for Midnight Suns. And I don't understand how they've overcomplicated this for so long. You got a bunch of people that want to see Blade. You have an Oscar-winning actor who wants to play Blade. Just make the movie. Get someone who knows how to do an action movie, and let them make an action movie about the guy in sunglasses that cuts up vampires with a sword. Like, how is this complicated? Like, like there's like a million fan ideas that they could farm for scripts. There's a bunch of comics they can farm through. Like, how like this is just in extreme incompetence that they haven't been able to figure this out. And it goes to kind of show how like Marvel let itself go after it blew up under Disney by just having like poor management. Figure 5's coming 2027. No, they say it's coming. It's saying it's delayed to at least 2027. So that could be late 2027, or it could be 2028. You only want Paramount to buy WB, so the new Nightmare on Elm Street movie that was full potential. I didn't necessarily have a preference when they first announced the bidding, but you know, both either Paramount or Netflix had their issues, but I was more concerned with the video game side of WB, and I would feel if they have to be acquired, I would feel a lot more comfortable with WB being bought by Paramount than Netflix, because we know Paramount is big into video games. They're looking to invest more in video games. They just saved the Teenage Mutant Turtles Last Ronin game. They're committed to doing more games. They're doing the Rise of Hydra game. So giving them access to, you know, WB and DC IP, I would think that all those video game studios over there would be safe, and we would continue to see more of those games get put out. Whereas with under Netflix, it's kind of a question mark. They're not really, because they didn't really, and especially they made it clear they didn't even care about the game division. They just wanted the IP. So I think the best outcome would probably be either the deal getting canceled and WB getting a free 10 billy, or the deal going through for Paramount. Yeah, as long as we get the Blade movie. If they want to do Midnight Suns first and then spin that off into a solo Blade movie, it's cool. But problem is, you know, who knows when that Midnight Suns movie is coming out? Like they chose Mahershala Ali, but they've been dragging their feet so long. The man's going to be like 60 by the time they get around to getting back to his solo movie. It's ridiculous. You know why WB constantly gets sold around? Well, they're not really getting sold around, but yeah, what actually is happening with WB is that they very badly mismanaged. So they needed more money and someone to like help with their debt. So they did a merger with Discovery. That's when they became Warner Brothers Discovery, and Zaslav took over with the goal of getting WB back to profitability, cutting back on their debt, all that good stuff. So they were focused on doing that, rebooting DC and everything, getting everything more efficient. And then they started getting interest from buyers. And they started taking that seriously because, based on the money that's being offered, all that debt would get cleared away and they get a profit. So clean slate. Appreciate 5. No problem. No problem at all. Send whatever you want. Say for getting Wolverine soon. Something Marvel game and Tokan. Yeah, having Marvel Tokan in August and then jumping right into Wolverine in September is going to be gas. And actually, whole September is kind of packed. Like, you got Wolverine in September, Control Resonant, Blood of the Dawnwalker, Animusha Way of the Sword. Then in October, you got Phantom Blade Zero. Like, there's so many games. Been a leak that Gosling has been cast as Ghost Rider. I mean, I feel like the Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider casting rumors have been like a thing for the last like 10 years. Like, it's been like Gosling, Keanu Reeves, and Daryl from Walking Dead. Like, everyone keeps saying one of them has been cast to be the new Ghost Rider in Marvel. And like nothing ever happens. So hopefully they lock that down at some point. They might just end up going Robbie. Like, they already technically have an MCU Ghost Rider. The Robbie Reyes version. They might just end up going with him. The Marvel Hall H panel starts when the timer at the bottom hits 0. Hope you get a code for Onimusha. Yeah, shout out to Capcom for always hooking me up with codes. Yeah, as soon as we're allowed to, I'm gonna request a code for Onimusha. They always send me. They're always very generous with the codes. They hooked me up with Resident Evil Requiem earlier this year, and Pragmata, both very good. Do you have any small black channels? W. Yeah, Pragmata was a really good game. So I'll be following I'm following a lot of people on Twitter that do Comic-Con coverage. So I'll be following the updates there and reacting to the videos. And all the announcements. Yeah, very exciting. I didn't watch I just realized I didn't watch the new Green Lantern trailer. I've been seeing them doing social media promotion, taking oath. I probably mainly look at discussing film. They're in the room. They'll be posting live coverage. He's out with casting Storm based on sex appeal. I mean, it should be a combination. Like, my pick for Storm, if it was just purely based on who looks like Storm, regardless of acting ability, would be Jade Cargill. But I've seen some pretty good casting suggestions. Like Storm is supposed to be hot. Like that's kind of her whole thing. She's a weather goddess. She's supposed to be hot. But you obviously need a really good actor too. So that should not be overlooked. Lanterns is going to be great. Yeah, I'm confident in Lanterns. Like I'm seeing more and more people come around on Lanterns. I understand people are a little skeptical from that first trailer. You know, because they pitched it as Lanterns but True Detective. And then they went like really, really True Detective in the first trailer. Like very minimal effects and everything like that. So people started getting worried like there wouldn't be Green Lantern stuff in there. But from what we've seen after that, like it's clearly going to be a lot of cool Green Lantern stuff in it. So I'm not worried at all. I was never worried, but now that we've seen more of the show, I definitely think it's going to be a banger. WB just needs to, even if the sale doesn't go through, WB just needs to just manage itself properly. That's really all it is to it. And I mean, they obviously they've had issues, but so far they've been stabilizing pretty well. You know, especially their movies have been doing really well. Obviously, their game division had to get restructured, but they're in a pretty good place with or without the Paramount money. They didn't want to see Watchmen. I did. I like Watchmen a lot. It was what Watchmen was one of my favorite all-time comics. So any adaptation of Watchmen, I immediately watch. Like when they announced the movie, I watched it. When they announced the show, I watched it. When they announced they were doing a crossover event with Dr. Manhattan in DC, I was reading through that. I'm a big Watchmen fan. I'm still waiting for a new Watchmen game. I just want a Dr. Manhattan simulator where I could just go crazy. WB needs to make good games that aren't Batman. That is true, and that's why the restructuring was such an important thing, because they had someone running the games division that had no idea what they were doing and just ran into the ground. Obviously, you know, the people aren't very excited about the mobile game announcement, the DCKO, but it might be fine. I mean, but you know, definitely not the thing people were waiting for. Like I think people will be a lot more excited when they finally announce Injustice 3 and that DCU game James Gunn was talking about. And they still got some good games. Like I need to make a video on this because it's easy to get skeptical. It's easy to get pessimistic about DC game and what's going on with them. But they still have some interesting games in development. Like James Gunn still is cooking the DCU game. Rocksteady is still cooking a Batman game. W Games Montreal is cooking up a DC game, multiplayer. Like depending on what that is, like they might have some cool stuff. You know, Injustice 3. They might be working on some licensing stuff. Like it's not all bad. It's just, you know, compared to Marvel, it looks bad. But like a couple banger announcements and like DC's back. Watch the series of set in Tulsa and just the race massacre that Tulsa still hasn't dealt with. That is true, and that immediately sold me on the series when I saw the episode. Mark Strong has the best Sinestro. Why would they make two DC fighting games to compete with each other? That's the thing, though. They're not. DCKO is a mobile game. They're not competing. Injustice has an established audience and cater specifically to console players primarily. So that's going to be serving two different audiences. Yeah. Typically, mobile games aren't. Yeah. Typically, when someone releases a mobile only game, it's there to extract money. It's not necessarily there to compete or be like this, big new IP or statement. It's just a mobile game. It's something for people to play when they're at the airport and hopefully spend some money on. Like Injustice 3 is a whole other thing. We're definitely going to be seeing a lot more Mortal Kombat. No matter how you feel about MK1, it still made a lot of money. As long as there's a demand for Mortal Kombat, you will get more Mortal Kombat games. That's just reality. Is Project Gauntlet going to be a gacha game? It is going to be a gacha game. It's going to have gacha mechanics, from what I understand, when it comes to unlocking characters. Like it was described to me as like Genshin Impact and Withering Waves when it comes to their gacha mechanics. Which for a Marvel game, I wouldn't mind. Like I played, I played a little of those games. Like I played Genshin when it came out. I didn't play Withering Waves, but I played Zenless Zone Zero. Like if it's close to the Zenless Zone Zero, like I'd be cool with that. Genshin wasn't bad either. I just didn't vibe. I just bounced off Genshin early on because I didn't want to just grind levels. Like it wasn't even like the money thing. It was just like the gating, and I was playing other games. But from what I've seen, the combat looks really good. Like I like the setup for a Marvel like Genshin type of game. I'm all there for it. Nah, they definitely need this. They definitely need a Genshin style Marvel game. The MMO, they're also working on an MMO, but the Marvel Genshin formula is definitely a lot of untapped potential there. Like that's like if you don't like gacha, just don't play it, but or just don't spend the money on it. But there's a lot of untapped potential with that formula combined with the Marvel IP. I think there's a ton of potential there. Baldur's Gate 3, but DC. So like a big turn-based story-driven RPG with DC and custom character creator. I endorse the story and the amount of combat, the amount of content, and the customization in Baldur's Gate 3. I did not like the combat. That's the main reason I didn't finish Baldur's Gate 3. I did not like the combat at all. I could not get down with the combat. Like some turn-based stuff I'm cool with. Like I was cool with like the turn-based mechanics in like Final Fantasy X. I prefer the real-time stuff. And I was fine with the turn-based, how they did it in Midnight Suns and Clear Obscure. I did not like the combat in Baldur's Gate 3 at all. I could not get down with it. Which is sad because I love the story so far. I love the customization and everything like that. I just the combat, I was just like, yeah, just not is not for me. We're getting a Zelda teaser. I haven't heard anything about Zelda. To be fair, I haven't been paying attention to all the announcements. From what I remember, so far, non-Marvel stuff. I know I saw the Percy Jackson new season. I saw the new Blade Runner series on Amazon get a trailer. I saw the new Lantern. I saw they had a new Lanterns trailer. I remember seeing anything about Zelda. I think Marvel would benefit more from a DCU Online type MMO. Yeah, for sure. Like it also would depend on the type. And I do think that the DC Universe Online. First of all, how have we not gotten the DC Universe Online too? Like, how have we not gotten a modern, updated version of that? Like, that's crazy. It's still going on, by the way. it still gets updates. How have we not got the sequel? What if we got Sister Ascendant to the Last Ascendant? Last Ascendant? You mean First Ascendant? I'm gonna lie, I hate the First Ascendant's monetization. I thought that was terrible. That's why I was comparing it to like the different like JRPGs, because I thought Zenless Zone Zero was pretty good. I didn't think Genshin's character system was really bad. I thought it was pretty fair. The First Ascendant's monetization, the First Ascendant system was horrible, bro. It's one of the reasons I stopped playing the game. Like it's so grindy for everything. Like if you're not spending, even if you're spending money, it's so grindy. Like I'm like, bro, they went too far with the grindy element. It was just to the point. It's just not fun. You want new Avengers, Lego, Marvel game, MMO? Yep, sounds valid. Who you want to play Cyclops in the MCU? You mean the reboot? The reboot Cyclops? Doesn't matter to me. Not familiar with Achilles at Marvel. Same. Say Sync is playing Madeline Pryor. Imagine. Shout out to Germany. What's up? Emma Frost, Sydney Sweeney. That's terrible. That's horrible casting. That is horrible casting. Absolutely not. We do not need Sydney Sweeney anywhere near Emma Frost. Like there's a lot more to Emma Frost than being an attractive blonde. Wrong, like no, right, like always. Travis is actually amazing to me how little Travis knows, but despite having such strong opinions, Sydney Sweeney as Emma Frost is objectively horrific casting. I literally just said the opposite. Sydney Sweeney is not a fit for Emma Frost. So currently the best adaptation of Emma Frost, funny enough, is in Marvel Rivals. Like they perfectly nailed the character. The aura, the way she speaks. Sydney Sweeney is not an Emma Frost type. Emma Frost is like the more mature, sophisticated. Like you have to be carrying that through. Sydney Sweeney is like the girl next door who's kind of messed up. That's Sydney Sweeney's type. That's what she plays basically in everything. Girl next door, that's a little messed up. She does not read Emma Frost. Yeah, Megan Fox, no. like she's playing Sue Storm right now, but Vanessa Kirby would have made a great Emma Frost if they had wanted to go that route. I thought she could have done a really good Emma Frost if she wanted to go that route. Emma Frost is an ivory tower looking down at you, judging your every move. Yeah, like Sydney Sweeney, I've seen, like she's not convincing. She would not play a convincing Emma Frost. She does not have that much range. I think Marvel Robbie would kill it as Emma Frost. Actually, I think that's possible. I think that could be valid. Because Margot Robbie has range. Sydney Sweeney is a better actress than Megan Fox. That's like that's like saying a Big Mac is better than a Quarter Pounder. So what? like we're not we're it's not really much. It's not really that steep of a gap, and it's like, yeah, who cares? Who cares? Who cares at the end of the day? Like, who cares at the end of the day? Yeah, the Big Mac might be better than a Quarter Pounder, but who cares? like if you want a great burger, go to Five Guys. like what are we talking about? Thank you for reminding me, OJ. I keep forgetting to catch up. I think I'm like 2 episodes behind on X-Men 97 season 2. So far it was great. I got up to episode 4. So yeah, I don't know why people bring up Megan Fox, like, and that's the thing, like Megan Fox to me is like a similar like vein to Sydney Sweeney. She's like, she was cast because she was hot initially, but she can surprise you. She can surprise you with some of her performances, but she's got limitations. Sydney Sweeney is definitely a better actress than Megan Fox, but it's not like, but she's not she's not Meryl Streep, she's never going to be that. Who's my favorite team for what? What do you think they're announcing today? I think they're going to do more stuff for Avengers Doomsday. I think we're going to get more reveals for Brand New Day. We probably get some updates on some other Marvel projects, like maybe a little something for Secret Wars, just a little tease. Maybe some X-Men reboot announcements. Maybe some other Marvel projects they have cooking up, like that are coming up. Like they have Vision Quest supposed to be coming out this year. Maybe get some more Vision Quest. I know they announced a Nova movie recently. Maybe we get that Midnight Suns update. Is Sony officially done making Marvel? I don't know if they're done. They fired whoever was in charge of doing whatever nonsense they were doing previously. But yeah, they're still finishing Beyond the Spider-Verse. but I haven't heard anything after that. And based on the way Kevin Feige's talking, once Beyond the Spider-Verse is done, then they're just going to be doing MCU Miles Morales. So which is what I thought Sony should have been doing, but I don't know what they're going to do after Beyond the Spider-Verse ends. Never heard anything about a new Lego Marvel game. Jay Shockblast was the expert on that, and I think the last he said was they're not doing that at all. No Marvel. But I haven't heard any updates about that Avengers game since I last made my update video on it. Favorite MCU movie from Phase 1 is Iron Man. Do I think they explain why Doom looks like Tony? I think they're going to definitely do that reveal. I think they're definitely going to see it looks like Tony at some point. Probably later in the end. They could put Marvel in Kingdom Hearts. They could if Square Enix paid the money to license those characters. They don't currently have. They're not in Kingdom Hearts now because they don't have the license. So technically, they couldn't. They would have to get a separate license for that. As far as I know, their license doesn't cover Marvel. Yeah, when you do a license deal with Disney, they license you a very, very specific range of characters. They're pretty particular about their IP. They're pretty particular about their IP. MCU is almost 20 years. Isn't it more than 20 years old by now? Of course, Travis doesn't like Kingdom Hearts either. He hates everything that's good. I wouldn't guess. Pretty much everyone seems to be saying that Injustice 3 is coming out next. I mean, even Ed Boon said Injustice 3 was what they were originally going to be doing. They only released MK1 because of production delays and the pandemic. But their intent was always to do Injustice 3. They just had to delay it. But yeah, all the latest info I covered it on the channel already. There was another leak that seemed to indicate from one of the developers at WB that they were working on an Injustice 3 game. So all signs point to Injustice 3. Who would I cast as the new Wolverine in the MCU? Hugh Jackman forever. Iron Man was made 2008. Are you just meant like Disney Marvel movies? Because to me, Iron Man was the start of the MCU. I don't consider Iron Man separate from the MCU, even though Disney didn't own it at the time. It just became Disney Marvel after that. It was always the MCU. But after Disney took over, I think the first Avengers movie was definitely the banger because Thor was okay. Thor 1 was solid. Captain America First Avenger was solid. Like the movies were okay after that, but nothing hit really until outside of the first Iron Man. Nothing really hit that hard until the first Avengers movie, and that's when the MCU like went crazy. The Activision, I haven't heard anything lately. I'll check in with some sources, but I don't know anything about the situation with them relisting the games beyond what I had previously saw. Can I speak in Spanish? Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Like a younger Wolverine would be a breather. That's fine, but Hugh Jackman until he's 90. Please announce Ghost Rider Nova. If they announce a Blade movie, I'll forgive Kevin Feige for all his sins. Have I ever played the Simpsons Hit and Run? I haven't played a Simpsons game since Simpsons Arcade. Literally the last time I played the Simpsons game. This goes back as far as Raimi Spider-Man was. I don't say the Raimi Spider-Man, like those are all separate. Like the Fox X-Men, because that was at the time when Marvel was like throwing their rights around. So Fox had their own universe going on. And then Sam Raimi had his own Spider-Man universe going on. Because Sony, at that point, remember, Sony was basically operating independently when it came to Marvel, because Marvel has specifically sold them the film rights to Spider-Man. They offered them a lot of the film rights to different Marvel characters, but Sony only wanted Spider-Man. So when they sold that to Sony, you know, they also let the Fox also got the X-Men. So we had these good Marvel movies, but nothing was really connected. And then we got Iron Man, and that was like the start of a whole new separate thing, the MCU. And Disney saw the momentum on that and the potential, was like, yeah, we went in on that. So then they just went and bought Marvel entirely and built around Iron Man and built out that MCU with the limitations that they had, because they had some limitations. Like Hulk was under Universal, so they were limited with what they could do with that. And then they had to kind of pretend the X-Men didn't exist because Fox had that until they were able to eventually buy Fox, 20th Century Fox. So it got a little messy. He wants the remaining 3 DLC. Oh yeah, I saw Phoenix Cyclops. That was gas. They've done an amazing job with the roster. The only thing missing, in my opinion, that I care about is Nightcrawler. You can't have a Marvel fighting game without Nightcrawler, in my opinion. Gotta have it. Last boss can go to whoever. You can throw in Thanos. You can throw in Rogue. I need Nightcrawler. Last predicted for starts. I don't think it's going to be that surprising. I think it's just going to be a lot of Avengers Doomsday stuff. I think it's going to be I think Avengers and Brand New Day are going to be like the focus, and then they're going to have some other stuff for the upcoming stuff. They're going to have some Vision Quest, that sort of thing. maybe something, probably something for X-Men. Think Doctor Strange 3 will come out between Doomsday and Secret Wars. That would be a big surprise. I don't know about that, but that would be interesting. And something I'm low-key not excited about. I did not like Multiverse of Madness. Ooh, they remastered the Transformers movie. The animated Transformers movie. That's gas. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we can add Ghost Rider to the list. I think we could definitely add Ghost Rider to the list. I'm looking at the updates now. Apparently, hold up, let me pull it up. I think we're getting Ghost Rider for sure. It sounds like we're definitely getting Ghost Rider at Hall H. Let me get everything set up. Don't forget to smash that like button and join the Patreon. Stay up to date, get exclusive content. I'm gonna start doing some. I'm gonna start trying to set up some more watch parties just behind the Patreon as well. Yep, we're getting started, chat. A motorcycle can be heard in Hall H ahead of the panel. Ryan Gosling expected to be officially announced as Ghost Rider. Yeah, they got motorcycles going on in there. That has to be for Ghost Rider. unless it's either Ghost Rider or Wolverine. This might be a little interesting. I'm fine with this. Ryan Gosling Ghost Rider. I think he'd do a good job. He's a great actor. Michael Jai White made a great Bishop back during the Fox X-Men movies. Yo, I feel like Michael Jai White was underutilized. I think they could still use him in Marvel if they were interested. Or like he still looks like a superhero. I think they should definitely still show love to boy Michael Jai White. Bro is goated. Yeah, the Hall H panel, they thought that there was a panel happening right before Hall H that ran late, but they're saying it's ending now. Yeah, so we don't have to worry about it not starting on time. They must know like the Marvel Studios panel's too big for you to delay. They're like, we don't care, whatever you got going on, just wrap that up. we gotta get the real stuff popping off. They're like, wrap that up, whatever you got going on. Kind of sad we won't get to see anything from the actual panel. I mean, you absolutely will. You'll get to see everything from the panel. I don't know what you mean. Every year we get to see stuff from the panel. The only thing San Diego Comic Con doesn't do is live stream the panels, but every year we get everything from the panel. We get full video of the entire panels. We get individual clips from the panels. We get screenshots from the panels. We get the trailers that they release at the panels. Like, I don't know what you mean. We always get stuff from the panels. Venom, the game where, I mean, if Venom is coming out next year, they would have to tease it at some point this year. Everyone's reporting on the motorcycle thing. No, Rosario Dawson. They cut Rosario Dawson for Brand New Day. Outrageous. How dare I still think Brand New Day is going to be fire, but a Rosario Dawson scene would have been gas. I would have been yelling in the theater. If we got some Rosario Dawson. Why you don't see no one streaming the panel? Because Comic-Con doesn't allow panels. They literally say this every year. San Diego Comic-Con specifically doesn't live stream during panels. They literally say this every year. Streamers say this every time they cover it. Like they don't allow it. New York Comic-Con does, but San Diego Comic-Con is still old school. They're like, nah, y'all can record it, you can't live stream it, which I think is kind of silly. MCU needs Rosario Dawson. Everyone needs Rosario Dawson. Travis needs to have one good take today. Usually Travis has like two good takes out of 30. But he's like 0 for 20 so far this stream. Oh, this is cool. I gotta go to San Diego Comic-Con next year. I gotta figure out I gotta make the journey. Doctor Doom masks and robes are being gifted to attendees inside Hall H. I want a Doom robe. I have to bring like a suitcase for all the merch and stuff I'll be picking up. That's fire. They always giving away like really cool stuff at these things. Because it's Roger Dawes' first movie left an impact on you. I'm trying to remember what was my first Rosario Dawson experience. It might have been Men in Black, actually. Loki might have been Men in Black. Lejeune co-signing Gosling as a Ghost Rider. Panel's about to start now. Sin City, yeah. I knew it was something. Whenever for whatever reason, I forgot Sin City, because not gonna lie, whenever I think of Sin City, I think of peak Jessica Alba and just forget everything else. Jessica, not gonna lie, Jessica Alba had me in a chokehold during that era. I grew to appreciate Rosario Dawson later on, but bro, Jessica Alba had me down horrendously. Sin City, Honey, Fantastic Four. Jessica Alba, boy. Let me tell you. And she has aged like fine wine. And she's a billionaire. Ringmail is another creator that makes you remember separate the creator and their art. True. True, actually. Yeah, some artists make it harder than others. Some artists you can't. I don't think you can. I think there's definitely a limit to how much separating you can do from the artist and the art. Keep refreshing. I don't need to keep refreshing. I have Twitter open in another browser. So I'm refreshing it in my other browser so that I know if there's something worth refreshing. You're like, I feel like you can, like, I mean, Kanye makes it really hard, but there was definitely a point where you could like be like, okay, he made Graduation. But I feel like Roman Polanski, you just cut that off. Like, Like there's no justification for consuming his art. Frank Miller, yeah, you get away with that. Some artists, yeah, you just need to throw their work into a volcano. There's no redeeming it. How are we going to know what happened? The same, exactly what you're seeing on the screen right now. That's how. The panel should be underway right now. So we're just waiting for them to start tweeting updates. Can you throw ranting for vengeance into a volcano? I don't even know what that is. Is Jeff, bro? I swear on God, if Jeff the Land Shark has a cameo in Avengers Doomsday, I'm going to lose it in the theater. if an Avengers Doomsday or Secret War, I hear Jeff, I'm gonna lose my mind. It will legit be the greatest cameo in cinema history. And it wouldn't even be close. Now I do know they confirmed a while ago that they're adding Jeff to the MCU, but that was like on the animated side. The head of Marvel Animation said that they were working on stuff with Jeff. I don't know if that's going to extend to the live action, but if they want to take Secret Wars or Doomsday to like $3 billion in box office, yeah, put Jeff the Land Shark in for sure. Herbie stuns at Marvel Studios Hall H panel. Yes, he does. W Herbie. Herbie's cool. I need Jeff though. Y'all see Korra came on a riot. What is the most overrated MCU movie in my opinion? A long time members of Durag Nation will have definitely heard this rant many times before. My answer has still not changed. It is Avengers Endgame. It is the most overrated movie in the MCU, and it's not even close. Followed closely by Spider-Man No Way Home. Those are by far the two most overrated movies in MCU history. based on how much they're glazed versus how good they actually were. Thor Ragnarok, I think is appropriately rated. I feel like that those takes were like valid. Like if you wanted a more serious Thor, you never liked Ragnarok to begin with. But in terms of the direction of the character, like it was definitely a step up from what they've done previously. And it was a movie where Taika Waititi found mostly the right balance between his brand of humor and what was appropriate for the character. It was still objectively a good movie. Like, yeah, my issues with like Ragnarok was it sometimes it definitely got a little too silly sometimes, but it was a good movie at the end of the day. Appreciate 99 cent gap. I don't think Endgame was a good movie. That's the difference. Ragnarok, whether you like it or not, was a good movie. Endgame wasn't a good movie. Endgame had a good ending. It had a hype final act. It was not a good movie. Because of how good Infinity War was and how much it had built up, people have fond memories of it, mainly because of that final battle. Like, if it was the third act, literally saved that movie. It was pretty bad up to that point. Endgame was objectively not a great movie. It had great moments. That's why people only talk about Endgame, they talk about clips of it or watch clips of it. They watched the Widow and Hawkeye scene. They watch Captain America stand up to Thanos. They watch when everyone comes out the portal, and everyone just remembers that. It was everything else. It was not a good movie. I remember even thinking it at the time. Like, I was in theater. I was hype. With everybody else. But I remember watching the movie, and like for most of it, I'm like, well, this is actually kind of ass. And then it finally started getting good near the end. And then it had that really great final battle, that really great closing act. But up until then, it was kind of bad. The time travel aspect was like one of the most poorly done parts. Like, it produced some funny moments or whatever, but the setup was stupid. The opening with Thanos was stupid. Thor being a Fortnite player was stupid. It was just so bad. It was a bad movie up until it like really locked in towards the end. Infinity War was like pretty much perfect. Like, it did what Endgame was trying to do, but perfectly. Like, I rewatched all the MC movies, and Endgame was definitely one of the ones that did not age well. Infinity War is good no matter how many times you watch it. Apparently, a room full of people in Doom costumes are singing "Don't Stop Believing." That's so random. Okay. Counter Battle is amazing. The rally and the arrival of the army. Door appearing. Yeah, and like Infinity War just has nothing but banger moments. Like it was amazing all the way through. Endgame was, I feel like Endgame was bailed out by that third act. The quality was not there, in my opinion. So if Ryan Coogler's there, maybe they're announcing Black Panther 3. There's no way nobody's streaming that from Hall H. They can't. They can take videos. That's why whenever there's video from during the panel, it's always like a short video. Like you could take pictures. That's so you see the cameras flashing. You could take pictures. You could take quick videos. You can't. They don't let you live stream. You would watch Avengers Universe collide with Zack Snyder's Justice League. That would actually not interest me at all. I'm not gonna lie. That's one crossover that would not interest me in the least. All right, Doom and Feige are on stage now. Why do people hold on to Snyder so much? I don't get it. Speaking of overrated, Zack Snyder. I think the issue is Zack Snyder has a really good eye for visuals. So it's easy to really, so I can see why someone who's not like really well versed in what makes a movie actually good would enjoy Zack Snyder. Because visually his movies tend to be, you know, he's definitely has some missteps there, but visually his movies tend to be really good. So if you don't really pay attention to the script and the dialogue, like you can have yourself a good time. So that's kind of where he's gotten a following, because then people got like really defensive and like they really kind of rallied around the whole Snyder Cut thing, and he milked that for all his worth. You know, credit to him. What makes a movie actually good? The entire thing. Like a movie isn't just there for you to look, you know, for it to look pretty. When it comes down to it, the most important thing is the story, the characters. You know, what's the story? What story are you trying to tell? What's your story saying? What does it say about the human condition? Who are your characters? Can you make us care about those characters? Even though they're not real. You know, all that stuff is what ultimately separates a movie that you kind of pay attention to while you're in between looking at your phone, and something that you are talking about and quoting 10 years later. Like a lot of movies are just made for consumption. It's treated like a product. You show up, plays the usual beats, you go home. You forget about it pretty much as it's ending. Like a lot of streaming services cater to that type of movie. It's a movie that maybe can hold your attention for, an hour and a half, 2 hours while you're, on your phone. And then you kind of just forget about it when it's over. What do you think about the first Avengers? The first Avengers movie was fantastic. I thought they did an amazing job. That was like, that kind of became the gold standard for like the superhero team up. And it still ages really well. Has anything happened yet? Yes, Herbie has gone on stage. As you see, Spider-Man is dancing in a Doom mask. A bunch of Dr. Doom sung "Don't Stop Believing," and Robert Downey Jr. and Kevin Feige are on stage. You think Denzel's playing? If there's any justice in this world, he'd be playing Blue Marvel. But I don't think they're doing anything interesting. I think he's just maybe he'll play a low tier villain or something. But if they're casting Denzel in the MCU, it should be as Blue Marvel. And it's tragic that it's probably not happening. But maybe that's part of what Ryan Coogler's there to announce what Denzel's doing. If it's Blue Marvel Denzel though, yeah, we're locked in. Yeah, Denzel's supposed to be in Black Panther 3 in an unknown role. If it's Blue Marvel, I'm all in. If it's anyone other than Blue Marvel, I'm like, I'll see it because it's Denzel. He's my favorite actor, but it's like, it's not moving me. If he's not Blue Marvel, unless it's something like, unless they come up with something really interesting. I can't imagine what else he could be playing in Black Panther 3 that would like move me if it's not Blue Marvel. Backland for another timeline. Yeah, that's a movie. Like I need it kind of, to me, it just has to be Blue Marvel or bust. Actually, thank you for bringing up Spawn. I saw McFarlane, I think it was yesterday. He said they have a fully voiced animated Spawn movie that's just sitting there. I think he said they got Keith David to do one of the voices. But he said it's like fully voiced. It's a fully voiced animated Spawn movie that they're just sitting on. Brother Voodoo, I would get behind. All right, that's a good one. If they pull it, if he's Brother Voodoo, I'll be all right with that. If he's not Blue Marvel. Otherwise, I'm good. This is going to be a Summer Training Day. If he's voodoo, I'm like, okay. All right, all right. All right, Kugler knows ball. Blue Marvel's still the best choice, though. Right now, they're playing a scissor reel of Marvel movies. Denzel's Eternity. Can play a cosmic being. Yeah, I can see that. It'd just be boring, though. And it's a Black Panther movie. Like, why would you have, why you need Eternity in a Black Panther movie? Appreciate the 5. You know why it sounded that Wolverine looks like he strikes faster than Miles. I think you need to play Miles Morales again. Miles Morales is hella fast. The combos you be doing, the combos I'll be doing in Miles Morales is crazy. Like he is insane. I saw that rumor. Denzel is and fan cast and Denzel is Professor X. I saw someone mention him as Magneto. Take him over. Yeah, I don't see Adam Driver as Magneto. I'm not gonna hold you. I think there's a reason Adam Driver turns down. Apparently, it's like a tradition. They come to Adam Driver, offer him a role, and he just says no. Adam Driver, I don't see as Magneto. I feel like casting Adam Driver is kind of hard, actually, in the MCU. Why don't they live stream this? Because it's long-standing Comic-Con policy. At least for San Diego Comic-Con. New York Comic-Con is different. I feel like Adam Driver just needs to play Snape in Harry Potter, but MCU is a little tricky. Like I'm trying to picture him playing a bigger role, but all the Adam Driver roles I think of are like smaller roles. Like if you're putting him in the X-Men saga, I think he could play a good Morph. I think he also would have done a good job as Sentry, for sure. But I thought their casting for Sentry was really good already. Doing Mickelson as Mr. Sinister. Adam Driver's Mr. Sinister. Nathaniel Essex. Adam Driver. I don't know. I just don't buy it. I don't know. Appreciate the 5. Miles really fast. Played Ran 2. I actually got to play Spider-Man 2 again because I haven't played it in a while, and I gotta stream it on Tuesday for the new brand new day update. Mads Mikkelsen for Mr. Sinister. I could get behind that. Adam Driver's Wolverine. Absolutely not. I don't think they would announce, because I'm pretty sure they didn't they say he wasn't in Doomsday? I don't think Spider-Man being in Doomsday is something they want to announce. I think that's definitely, they have enough hype in marketing. That's something you want to be a surprise. All right, so Vision Quest is the end of the Wanda trilogy. Cool. Avengers Endgame re-release is now being showcased. Yeah, I'll tap in for that one, even though it's mid. Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man was included in the MCU scissor reel. Could mean something, probably nothing. I mean, he's definitely in Secret Wars. Let's be honest. All right, he started talking about comics. Valid. Without comics, there is no MCU. True, true. Yeah, they're showing the re-release of they're re-releasing Endgame. They're showing it right now. I think they said what they added like 7 minutes or something of extra footage. Adam would be perfect, Mr. Sinister. He could probably pull it off. Yeah, I think he could do it. Probably do a decent Nathaniel Essex. I don't know, because I'm picturing Adam Driver trying to do a Sinister, and it's just hard for me to imagine. Because I feel like Adam Driver is a really good actor. I just don't feel like he has a lot of range. And I'm not seeing him low key, because I think he's actually literally Mr. Sinister in the Wolverine game. Troy Baker would be a good Mr. Sinister. Because I think he's Troy Baker. I think Troy Baker is Sinister in the Wolverine game. And so far, from the little bit we saw in the story trailer, he's cooking. Appreciate the 5. People think Captain America has better battle. Spider-Man wins the fight in Civil War. Yeah, I think that was an example of Spider-Man not taking the fight seriously and getting caught off guard. Like he was joking the whole time. Like we saw him take out Winter Soldier and Falcon at the same time with like no effort. Sean Levy will direct a Ghost Rider film starring Ryan Gosling. It's official. It's official, chat. Sean Levy Ghost Rider movie with Ryan Gosling. It's actually happening. We're finally getting a Ghost Rider movie. Hallelujah. I'm definitely down for Ryan Gosling. Where's the date? They have the date. Yep, 2028. Ghost Rider movie dropping 2028 with Ryan Gosling. Where I will be there. I'm ready for it. I might. We're so back. Yeah, when they said there was a motorcycle in Hall H, I was like, yeah, they're doing Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider getting a movie for Blade? I know, right, bro? Crazy. At least he wasn't in the MCU before Blade. Actually, technically he was. Because Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then we had Blade's cameo in Eternals and Deadpool and Wolverine. But yeah, solo movie. Tough. No, so they couldn't get the Solo Blade movie out before Ghost Rider. Tough. Kind of disrespectful, actually, when you think about it. Sean Levy, yeah. Kind of disrespectful when you think about it. We've been going how many years? They've been trying to do a Blade movie, and when it comes to Ghost Rider, they just straight up announce it. Yeah, 2028, Ryan Gosling is locked in. Like when it comes to Blade, though, they're like, I don't know. Like what? Like what are we doing? To be fair, this could get delayed, knowing Marvel, but I don't think it will. What's so hard about making a movie with a black guy with a sword killing vampires? I'm saying, like Kevin Feige, when he was talking about it, he was trying to make it sound like it was just like this huge undertaking, like they just couldn't figure it out. Like, what's there to figure out? He kills vampires. Like, how is this hard? They figured this out in the 90s. Get a cool actor that can do convincing fight scenes. Let him beat up some vampires for an hour and a half. Like, what are we doing? Sub Geo? Like, how is this? How is Marvel still not figured out a solo Blade movie? Like, what are we like? This is crazy. That we're fast tracking Ghost Rider. Love it for Ghost Rider fans. I'm a big Ghost Rider enjoyer, but come on. And this is the actual reveal. All right, John Bernthal's on stage right now. Oh, that was hype. That was all right. That was hype. That's definitely in the building moment. All right, so John Bernthal's in the building. Bro looks at least 5'3". How tall is Ryan Gosling? I can never tell. You thought Deadpool Wolverine would make it? It should have made him easier to make. Like when in my theater, when I saw Blade pop up, he got the biggest reaction of the entire movie when Wesley Snipes rolled out. Biggest reaction. And Marvel just couldn't capitalize. Oh, Sean Levy is also doing a Star Wars movie. I forgot he was doing a Star Wars movie with Ryan Gosling. All right, Russos are on stage to talk Doomsday. It's time. New clip from Brand New Day was shown, includes Spidey and Punisher fighting the Hulk. He's Professor Hulk beginning to lose it, gets hit with a web bomb. So yeah, Sean Levy and Ryan Gosling are doing Star Wars Firefighter in 2027, and then Ghost Rider in 2028. Oh, so Ryan's going back to back. Back to back. Jessica Jones somehow became your 80-year-old grandma's favorite character. I mean, she has great taste. John Bernthal defeats Doom. Imagine that would be like actually would be like a very Punisher thing to do. Based on how Punisher tends to punch above his weight class in the comics. It would be kind of fitting if John Bernthal, Punisher, finished off Doom, just stood over Doom and shot him after everyone already beat him. Actually, who should get the final blow on Doom? Ryan's wanted to play his character for a long time. Like Tony got to beat Thanos. Who should get the chance to beat? Who should be the chance to finish off Doctor Doom? It should always be Reed. Here's the thing, though. We haven't really established Reed in the MCU. Like, I like the Fantastic Four movie, but like it didn't get that much heat, and like nobody rewatched it. Like, do we need? Would it really be satisfying? Like, it was satisfying when Iron Man finished off Thanos because of the build up to it. Like, if you're a comic fan, it's a different thing because Reed is much better in the comics. Tony, had to sit there, watch, actually threw hands with Thanos, watched him, snap away half the universe, and then came back and gave him a taste of his own medicine. Like, who does that in Doom? That's the issue with like Doom kind of coming out of nowhere. Because they had to pivot away from Jonathan Majors. Haley Atwood will return in Doomsday, not surprising. They got the X-Men. Vision Quest is 14th. They got the X-Men and the Avengers. Can we just remember idea? Yeah, I'm gonna play the Brand New Day update on Tuesday, and I have advance tickets for Wednesday. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it with my old man. All right, we got Robbie Downey Jr., Pedro Pascal, Haley Atwood, and Chris Evans all on stage for Doomsday. There's a boy with John Bernthal, Punisher. It's not easy being green. Very Robert Downey Jr. thing to say. Thor sliming out Doom. I feel like I'd be satisfied if it was Thor. I feel like, especially after Doom like did him like that in the trailer. I feel like having Doom get packed up by Thor, I'd be good with that. I wonder. I hope them doing now we definitely know Ghost Rider is going to be in Marvel Rivals, but I hope they don't wait until 2028 to add him. I hope they add Ghost Rider in 2027. Feel like Doom will Code Century show how powerful he is. I feel like that's what the Thor scene was for. To show the difference in power. Like in shape Thor, Stormbreaker, the same thing that was able to overpower Thanos and all the Infinity Stones combined into one blast, and Doom just stops the attack with two fingers. I think that was the point of that scene. I think the Sentry is the wild card that's supposed to be someone that can potentially like at least hold their own for a little bit. But I'm pretty sure they're setting up Doomsday to be like an Infinity War thing, in that Doom is supposed to win. Because they're setting up Secret War. And the Doomsday is about the incursion event. So they're going to be doing so Doomsday probably ends with the formation of Battleworld. And Doom at the peak of his power. In the comics, he got the Beyonder power. I don't know. I'm not sure what the equivalent will be in MCU, since they haven't established the Beyonder. Maybe they'll have him absorb the power of Loki to get that level of power, because Loki became the god of stories at the end of Loki season 2. So maybe Doom absorbs his power, and that gives him the god status. So then he establishes Battleworld. And I think that's how they end it, and then they go into Secret Wars. I think Galactus. Do they even need to? Is there a need for Galactus? I thought he was cool, but he got packed up already. I think Secret Wars is just going to really be about Battleworld. Director cast Doomsday take the stage. Winston Duke, M'Baku, Tisha White, Black Panther, Paul Rudd Ant-Man, Anthony Mackie Cap, James Marsden Cyclops. There's the whole squad. There's Russian Captain America. Nightcrawler. Peter Pav. Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to be good. Thanos vs. Hulk was good, but yeah, Hulk got packed up badly. The Spider-Man and Hulk fight in Brand New Day looks fun. Like rampaging Savage Hulk. Spider-Man mostly trying to get away. What if Hawkeye's in Doomsday? I forgot all about Hawkeye, honestly. I thought he retired. I mean, he's probably going to pop up. I mean, kind of is unavoidable. Ryan Reynolds is in Hall H dressed as Gray Deadpool. Oh no, what is Ryan Reynolds cooking? Oh, Deadpool is officially in the building. What is Ryan Reynolds cooking? What is he doing? Not the Deadpool. Not gonna lie, Deadpool fighting Thanos, fighting Doctor Doom would be crazy. I think that didn't he tease that they were going to do another Deadpool movie? He might be there to announce a new Deadpool movie. I feel like he doesn't really fit the tone of Avengers Doomsday. Maybe throw him in Secret War. I don't know if he fits the tone to at least not to have like a big role in Doomsday. I think, but he did tease that they're doing another Deadpool movie. Maybe he's there to announce Deadpool 4. Because he did tease that like a couple of days ago. That's gas though. Oh, that's far out.
Time listener, first time caller. Huge fan. Look at that cast. Thank you. I'm not wearing the Doom mask over this mask because I didn't want to ruin the lines of my Canadian tuxedo. My name is Ricky. That's a mononym like Cher or Madonna. And I'm just cosplaying hard.
Yes.
Is there a question in somewhere? I do have a question, actually. I have a question for two questions. First question is for Mr. Paul Rudd. Where is Thor, and why was he crying?
Where is Thor?
Yes.
And why is Thor crying?
Why was he crying?
He's a Wrexham fan.
Oof.
You know goddamn well why he was crying. Second question. Moving on. This seems an awfully expensive way to announce a film. When do you start filming?
Wait. Doomsday? Doomsday?
It's Doomsday. When does that start shooting?
It's in the can, bro. Look around you. Did you bump your head?
I see. So there's no additional photography, no overages, hot costs, maybe last minute additions.
Oh, so he's not in it.
We keep making the movie until they pry it out of our hands. So.
No further questions. Happy Hogan? Fetch the Audi. We're leaving.
Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. That's funny. Exclusive footage from Doomsday is now being shown. Pedro Pascal confirms Reed. Dr. Doom will have history. I mean, as they should. Ooh, new poster. Ooh, the aura. Look at the aura, chat. Look at the Dr. Doom aura. That's fire. Apparently, he's not. I think that was his way of saying he's not in Avengers Doomsday. Which it makes sense. Like I'm thinking, I'm trying to picture like the tone they established in Doomsday, and I was like having a hard time picturing Deadpool fitting into that. It kind of would feel a little out of place if he had like a major role in the film. I think he'll definitely pop up in Secret Wars though. That was a little fun little cameo though. Always happy to see Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool, love the gray. Pedro Pascal is a good actor. He is a very good actor. That is a correct take. Look at that Avengers cast. Ryan Reynolds is the best part of Blade 3. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Deadpool. I legit thought he was going to announce Deadpool 4. That would have been hype. This new Doom poster is fire. This is gonna be gas. You update the thumbnail. Yeah, yeah. The history thing. This is the other tricky thing. Yeah, like Reed. This is why it's like not ideal that they had to kind of like throw Doom in the kind of the last minute, because Reed doesn't. They now they have to kind of establish the history of Reed and Doom within this movie. All right, Avenger game re-released in September, end of September. Because like, yeah, they have a history in the comics, but Doom was only added like at the end of the Fantastic Four movie as like a post-credit scene. Like they never interacted, and now they go straight into his own movie. So they're gonna have to use this part of this movie to establish their relationship. It's not gonna hit the same. Like they basically just bring in Doom in, and he's only going to be there for 2 movies, basically. So I don't think it's just going to have the same impact. Black Panther 3 officially announced December 2028. Ooh. So Black Panther 3 and Ghost Rider come out the same year. If it's not T'Challa, they can keep Black Panther 3. Yeah. At this point, like, I know they like showed T'Challa's kid at the end of Black Panther 2. Yeah, at this point, yeah, for the third one, we need a Black Panther. I like Shuri. I'm good on her as Black Panther now. Like like it's time they establish a new T'Challa. About more 2027 movies. They'll probably announce more. Isn't Secret Wars 2027? Yeah, the panel. There's still some time left in the panel. It's like what? It's supposed to run for like an hour at least. David Johnson has been cast as T'Challa's son in Black Panther 3. Interesting. So his son is grown. So his son is going to be grown in Black Panther 3. Interesting. Interesting. Well, actors recast T'Challa. I don't think this confirms he's the new Black Panther though. Let's not let me see if they clarify. Shooting it in large format. Oh, okay, he's actually the new Black Panther. Wait.
I want to say thank you so much. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you to this amazing family that I have the honor and the privilege and the blessing to join. I actually don't want to say too much because I want to let this screen do the talking. But believe me, the honor is entirely mine. Thank you. I want to say thank you so much.
Wakanda forever. All right, Letitia. So didn't confirm it yet. So David Johnson's T'Challa's son, much older. Letitia's back as Shuri. Comes out 2028. Interesting. I do wish they would recast T'Challa, but we'll see. Let them cook. I would definitely prefer them just recasting T'Challa. But we'll see where they go. We'll see where they go with this. So 2020 so far is Black Panther 3, Ghost Rider, interesting. Gonna shoot this in IMAX cameras. It sounds like he's gonna Nolan this one up a bit. Black Panther Galactic Empire Wakanda is the only comic you could find which at your local store, your local shop. Did they run out of comics?
It's always an honor to come here. My first time here was in 2008. I sat way in the back, way in the back, almost 20 years ago. We've been here many times since. But today is extra special. I want to invite out.
Imagine that was Blade. I don't think that's happening.
That are also in Avengers Doomsday. I think they close by. Maybe they take another shot. There goes Tish. There goes Michigan.
Hold up. Time jump or something else. Yeah, that's a good question actually. Because he's a little kid. He's a little kid, and at the end of Wakanda Forever, and then we're gonna have Doomsday, the events of Doomsday, Battle World. A lot's gonna happen, so yeah, interesting. And Arya, yeah, I mean, we didn't need to know. We didn't need any like indication. Like we knew they were not going to announce Blade. Like Kevin Feige before Comic-Con even started, he was talking about how he feels like a loser for not being able to do anything with Blade. I was not expecting any Blade activity whatsoever.
Director you have in mind for it. Only one director who could do it. You know, Ryan has another movie coming out first. It's called Star Wars Starfighter. And I don't want to brag.
I'm definitely hyper Ghost Rider.
Enough to see Star Wars Starfighter. And as a Star Wars nerd, and a bigger Star Wars nerd than a Marvel nerd. Is that true? That's not true. No, it's not. It's awesome. It's awesome. And the charisma he brings to Star Wars, and it gives me all the Star Wars feels and brings a fresh new thing to it. And I can't wait for you guys to see it. But what brought that fresh new thing to Star Wars Starfighter? Well, it was the same guy who brought something called Deadpool and Wolverine here a few years ago. And it was director Sean Levy.
Sean Levy. Okay.
2 years and 2 days ago, when we first showed Deadpool and Wolverine right here. You remember, and I remember, I'll never forget that night because it was also my real introduction to the greatest fans anywhere, always. And like you guys, I have waited.
Anna Paquin would make a great. Not gonna lie, I like Anna Paquin. She was great in True Blood. I don't want her anywhere near the X-Men. She was horrible as Rogue. And I feel like she'd be even worse as Emma Frost.
I want to say thank you so much. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you to
Got a
this
dude's name
amazing
Robert.
family that I have the honor and the
Robert
privilege
Robertson.
of blessing to join.
I think they're now just posting video from the event.
You may consider the alternative.
Oh, he's doing the voice. I think the panel is wrapping up. I think they're just now posting stuff from the panel. So I think their runtime was only like an hour or so. So we're just going to be getting videos from it. Where's the X-Men? No X-Men. Yeah, no X-Men announcements. I mean, they were on stage. Literally, they were on stage because they're in Avengers Doomsday. Like, there's Cyclops right there. But yeah, no MCU X-Men, if that's what you're asking. No, like, MCU reboot. But yeah, the X-Men were there. That were part of Doomsday. They just didn't do anything new with the X-Men reboot. Announced Nova. Pretty sure they already announced Nova. I think they already confirmed the Nova movie was in the works. It just wasn't at the panel. Which makes sense. It's not something you really want to announce at the big Hall H panel. You typically want to have like big announcements like they did here for the Hall H panel. So like they had Deadpool. They had Deadpool show up. You know, they announced Black Panther 3, the Ghost Rider movie, you know, that makes sense. Looks like they really want us to see this Avengers Endgame re-release. Not only are they including extra footage of Endgame, they're including exclusive look at Avengers Doomsday in it. So, guess we gotta watch it. So confused why Deadpool showed up. Just for the memes, it seems like. The memes, and I guess to soft confirm that he's probably not in Doomsday. But even the way they said it left the door open. Like he might, like they said it was in the can, but then they said they're going to keep filming until they take it out of their hands. Because what he was getting at was that they hadn't filmed him yet. So I think the implication is that Deadpool is not in Avengers Doomsday and like the main cast, like during the main film, but maybe he's in like a mid or post credit scene. I think that's maybe what they're hinting at there. Like stay till after the stay till after the movie. See a little Deadpool. I think is what they were getting at. You just watch the extra 7 minutes on YouTube. Fair. It's not really going on movie wise in September. I don't mind seeing Endgame again in theaters. I've been going to the movies more lately. Might as well. Actually, I still need to go to Odyssey again because I wanted to see it. I wanted to see it like, opening week as soon as possible. But I also want to see it in 70 millimeter IMAX, and I do have one relatively close by. It's definitely a little trip, but I still want to see it. I still want to see it again. Think they're going to cast a small name actor for Iron Man? That makes sense. That I could see them doing that. I don't know about small name, but smaller name, like maybe not an A-lister, because that's how they did the first Iron Man. Like Robert Downey Jr. was like known, but he wasn't like a star. People actually thought he was on his way out of Hollywood. Like he almost was. Like he had kind of ruined his life up to that point. And but someone gave him a Jon Favreau gave him a shot and changed both their lives. Was good. Want to see something about live action Miles? I mean, they kind of. I mean, they said the same. Kevin Feige says the same thing every time about live action Miles. They can't do anything until after Beyond the Spider-Verse is over. Dallas is your nearest 70 meter IMAX, 20 or 50 miles. Yeesh. That is a long way. How far a drive is it for me? All right. So my local IMAX is 40-minute drive is a 40-minute drive. So not ideal, but not that bad. Cause it's like 30 minutes to get to the theater that I go to now. Cause I used to have a theater that was like 10 minutes from me, but it got shut down. So now the nearest one that I like that I go to is like, it's like a 25 to 30-minute trip. So an extra 10 minutes for the IMAX isn't a big deal. Don't know anything about what they're showing at D23 except for what they already confirmed, which is Kingdom Hearts. You don't like IMAX too much, Stream? I like IMAX. I haven't been to like a good IMAX in years. I used to go to the when I was a kid, I used to go to the IMAX at the Franklin Institute. That was magical. Like, but that's not like typical theater IMAX. That's like next level. That was like next level IMAX. Like it literally felt better than 3D. You're blind one. Yeah, it's different for you. It's blind. You're blind in one eye. Yeah, so it's worse for you. Because the last IMAX I went to, it just felt, it didn't even feel like it was worth it. It just felt like a kind of taller screen. I don't even remember. I think what did I even see there? But did I see Justice League? I think that actually I think that's what I saw. Yeah, I think the last IMAX movie I saw was Zack Snyder's Justice League. All right, so panel's officially over. This is the slate of MCU films we got now officially. We got Brand New Day next week on July 31st. Avengers Doomsday, December 16th. Avengers Endgame re-release with exclusive footage from Doomsday in September. Ghost Rider, July 2028. Black Panther 3, December 15th, 2028. So far, Secret Wars is the only MCU film scheduled for 2020. Actually, there's nothing. Is that a miss? I think it was a typo. I think Secret Wars is. I think that's supposed to say 2027 for Secret Wars. The Secret Wars is December 17th, 2027. So yeah, so far Secret Wars is the only MCU movie scheduled for 2027. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, 3D is kind of mid too. Like, I feel like 3D is has gotten a little gimmicky. The only good so far, the only good 3D movie I've seen is James Cameron's Avatar. Like that I feel like that's the only movie that so far I've seen that justifies the 3D. Like I saw Supergirl in 3D, and it was like blurry because even it was like blurry for parts of the trailers. So like they had some of the trailers in 3D, and it's like they didn't even bother to like properly render them, so it looked kind of ass. And then Supergirl itself, it felt like the 3D was just kind of a here damn, like it didn't feel like it was needed. I feel like so far James Cameron's Avatar is the only one that like actually properly utilizes 3D in theaters. Everything else is kind of gimmicky. I feel like you're better off just seeing it in IMAX or just like regular. He works amazing for animated movies. I don't even remember the last good anime movie I saw in 3D. Am I excited for Vision Quest? Excited is a strong word. I'd say I'd say I'm looking forward to it and hope it's good enough to distract me from my phone. But I don't know about excited. I think it's going to be okay. Probably, maybe. I need to see a proper trailer for it. I'm definitely excited for Ryan Gosling's Ghost Rider though. That's going to be gas. There's nothing. Well, we're done tonight. The panel's over, so we're not getting any footage. But unless it leaks, which is definitely possible. But nothing's been posted yet. Apart from like some of the panel moments. But yeah, we didn't get like a new trailer or anything. It was pretty much just announcements. I think the only thing they showed was that maybe they'll show the clips in like later on. I think the only thing they showed was a little bit of the Endgame re-release. They showed some footage from Doomsday, and they showed a new clip from a Brand New Day of Spider-Man fighting Hulk. First and last movie we saw in 3D was Space Hunter Adventures Revenge of 1983. Jesus. I mean, I don't even think that counts as 3D. Was that the first 3D movie? Jesus. That's a long time ago. That's not I don't even think that should count. That's not real 3D. Especially like I feel like James Cameron avatars are movies that are definitely worth seeing in 3D. I think IMAX is generally good. You need like a really good IMAX screen though. That's the problem. Like you need to see the right movie in IMAX. I feel like The Odyssey is a good movie to see in IMAX because it's shot specifically for that format. But some places don't. Some places don't have it. Some people have to go like way out of their way to get to it. Friday 13th was in 3D. Jaws 3 was 3D. Ugh. But the red and blue glasses. They should have cast Norman Reedus as Ghost Rider. Nah, that's a horrible take. Ryan Gosling is cool and he's a fantastic actor. He's going to be great. There's only one IMAX theater in your whole country. Jesus. Like those theaters that have the wind blowing and the water spraying the audience. I don't know about those. I've never been in one of those. I like the theaters. I like the dining theaters, the ones where they've got a bar and they deliver your food to your seat when you just press a button. I had one of those near me, but it closed down. Those are nice. I really like those. Only thing I didn't like about it was like the seats weren't as great. Like my AMC, my local AMC has amazing seats. like these really nice reclining seats. Like you have plenty of room. Like you can literally just walk down the aisle, and people don't have to like, you know, constantly scoot their legs back. You could just literally just recline, and everyone has plenty of room. Like they're like perfect seats. But the food is ass. like they don't you can't they don't have the deliver to your seat thing, and it's like super overpriced, and they've like really cut down on the portions. But the dining one, like the food was fire, they delivered it to you. It just the seats just were kind of mid. Like if they could combine the two, that would be kind of perfect. PJ to 5, can't believe Wolverine is in 50 days. You mean probably the most is the leather black jacket with the jeans. I gotta see more suits, but so far I'm really loving the patch. I'm definitely going to be wearing a lot of tank top Wolverine. Love me some tank top Logan. I'm going to be rocking that one a lot. The Team X suit is kind of clean too. I like their like Black Ops Team X suit. That's pretty clean too. The most underrated MC movie. Is there such a thing as an underrated MC? Actually, I do know that. Actually, that's actually easy, which is surprising to me because I thought when I found out it was underrated, because I thought it was great, but I found out a lot of people online hate it. Spider-Man: Far From Home. Like I don't know why so many people hate on this movie online. Like I thought it was objectively an amazing movie. I thought it was actually the best MCU Spider-Man movie up to that point, and one of the best MCU movies, period. I thought Far From Home was awesome. I thought Homecoming was solid, but kind of fell apart in the second and third act. I thought No Way Home was pretty bad up until like the middle of the second act, and then had a really good third act. But I felt like Far From Home was really good all the way through. I don't know why people don't like that movie. I think it's objectively a great movie, a great MCU movie. Yeah, it's over. Best Spider-Man suit, definitely TASM 2. That is my all-time TASM 2. I really do like the Brand New Day suit. Holland's Brand New Day suit is pretty clean, but I'm Andrew all the way. I need that. Give me that TASM 2. Some games coming up. Appreciate the 5 games coming up. Your play Beast Carnation. That's what Travis keeps talking about. He keeps talking my ear off about Beast of Reincarnation. You tried Halo. Actually, I actually just found out they offered me a code for that. Like I checked my inbox. And they offered it to me on Keymailer. I haven't had time to play that many games yet. I was on the Tokon beta. I've never played a Halo game. I don't know if it's worth playing now. I think it's already out now. So it's kind of no point in like doing a stream on it. They should have sent me that earlier. Do you think they will add Wolverine Battle Reborn into Wolverine? I don't know what you, huh? I don't know what you mean. The Battle Reborn suit is in Wolverine. It's a Marvel's Wolverine suit. Yeah, they announced that the Battle Reborn suit is going to be in Tokon Fighting Souls, and then the Wolverine suit from Tokon Fighting Souls is going to be in Wolverine. Her Halos having issues. That makes sense. You ever feel like Spider-Man actors look too chubby in a suit? Never. What villains do you want in Wolverine PS5 that hasn't been confirmed yet? The villain lineup so far is like perfect. Only additional boss fight I want now is Hulk, Juggernaut, Silver Samurai. One or a combination of those. But so far, like they cooked. We got the Sentinels, we got Lady Deathstrike, we got Sabretooth, we're gonna have Mr. Sinister, Ogun, Omega Red, the Hand. They're cooking with the enemies. But yeah, I feel like you can't do Japan without Silver Samurai. And I would just love like just a bonus Hulk fight. Like that would be gas. Appreciate the 5. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for streaming these. Yeah, I always love streaming these events. I gotta check when D23 is. I always love an excuse to. I'm streaming. I'm trying to stream more. I'm gonna stream. I thought this was Comic-Con week would be a good opportunity to start bringing back more of these super news live streams, where I just cover all the superhero news and stuff. So I'm gonna start doing that weekly again, and I of course still co-stream all the big events. So I know D23 is coming up, and Gamescom is coming up. When is D23? So D23 is August 14 through 16. So that's coming up. And then Gamescom is the end of the month. Is the end of August. Like, why didn't they add it? I don't know what you mean. Would you like to see a Fantastic Four game by Insomniac? I wouldn't mind. I'd like to see any game from Insomniac. I buy all their games, to be honest. I thought the Amy Hennig game was going to be Fantastic Four, honestly. Like, people were talking about, it's a Marvel game, it's an ensemble cast with four characters. So everyone immediately assumed, oh, it's a Marvel game with 4 characters, it's story driven. Oh, it has to be Fantastic Four, right? And then it turned out to be Black Panther and Captain America with 2 random people. I was just like, okay, I guess. Still looks cool, but definitely a choice. Definitely an interesting choice there. BlizzCon, I don't follow BlizzCon. Reese Powers in the game would be interesting. I actually enjoy playing Mr. Fantastic and Marvel Rivals. It's kind of fun bouncing on it. You love the superhero news streams. That's some, yeah. I've been looking for an excuse to stream more instead of just randomly streaming like games when I get a code or something. So yeah, I wanted, because I'm trying to make content for the second channel. I have a live channel where I'm just gonna be posting my reactions, my VODs from the live stream. Sadot the Gamer live. So now I have more of a reason to do these weekly streams. So I could just add content for that other channel. Thank you again for the 5. I still haven't finished that game because it's been crazy. It's been a crazy few weeks. So, and things are going to pick up in September, but I should still finally have some time to like play some games, because I still got to finish First Light and Lego Batman. And I'm trying to finish all those games before September, when it gets crazy again. First, when you're back at school, you're gonna miss an Alamo. That's what the VODs are for. I'll post the VODs. I'll post clips from the stream. On the Sadot the Gamer live channel. So I just want to make it a weekly consistent thing that I can keep doing, and I'll build the other channel. My stomach hurts too. All right, so the stream is over. The panel's over. So I'm going to wrap it up here. But appreciate everyone hanging out. Appreciate the super chats, Armani. I'm gonna go drink some water, relax. I'll be back next week for we got the after show podcast tomorrow night, and then next week we got the Spider-Man 2 stream for Brand New Day, and the Marvel Rivals PvE story mode dropping at the end of the week. So we'll tap in for that. I'm Sadot the Gamer signing out. Peace, everybody.